Hello and welcome to Sarge's Custom Tutorials. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Diamond Select or Marvel Select Captain America. Really was kind of on the fence about getting this guy when I first saw the pictures, but in person it definitely looks a whole lot better. I'm definitely going to have him in a more kind of modern look, as that's my preferred Captain America look here, but we'll take a closer look at the box. The different setups, I'll probably end up doing something similar to this. As far as customizing it goes, I'm not sure. I may see if I can't shorten his lower legs just a little bit to make him a little more anatomically correct, but he is proportioned for like comic book hero proportions. But I just the longer legs bother me just a little bit. I might try to see if I can shorten them a little bit, but other than that, not much. Let's get him out of the box and take a closer look. I haven't got a Diamond Select figure in a long time, so I haven't opened one new in a while. Comes with a gripping hand. Not sure what for gripping what. Maybe a gun. Does not. Yeah, sort of has a trigger finger, but it's attached up to the between the first two knuckles. Two direction hands for giving out orders and or chopping, and two fist hands, which is most likely what I will have on him. Pretty awesome belt. Looks like it just connects in the back. Peg there. Pretty nice wash and detail painting on the belt. Same for the shoulder straps. Got like the magnetic thing for the shield. A nice wash and some detail silver painting on it. Here we have the classic shield. Really good detail on the back of it too. I love that. It's not just, Marvel Legends, they only care about what you're going to see. Diamond Select actually puts some effort into what you're not going to see. That's really, to me, that shows that they care a bit more. So what's going on here? Okay, so I think this is, you take that off to plug it in on the back, maybe? Yeah. So you take the handle off to plug it in on the back, and then to actually put it on his arm, plugs in like that. Got a really nice Steve Rogers head. Really good paint, good sculpt, wash in the hair. Not much more you could ask for. And it's got a neck joint and a head ball joint, so it's going to get in really good motion. Here's your original Captain America head. Again, really good sculpt, real clean paint. Tiny bit of blue maybe showing through on the side here, but otherwise really good. Got your downed cowl for maskless look. This looks look really good. And eventually we'll get him out, the man himself. Here's the other gripping hand and another finger pointing hand. A "we want you" hand, or a "get the Nazis, they're over that way" hand. They kind of hint at the chainmail on here versus putting like full-on mail, like the, or scale mail, I guess you'd call it, of the armor on the top, which I think I like it both. Like, this looks really good. It looks how it's drawn in the comic books, so that's good, but I kind of like having it all actually sculpted, but this still looks really good. And once I get all the stuff on him, I'll be able to tell whether or not I'm actually gonna want to shorten his lower legs. They are a bit long compared to his upper legs here. Alright, taking a look at articulation here, he's got ball peg at the top and bottom of the neck, so he gets all the range you could ever want. That's wonderful. Looks up really well, looks down really well. This is how, and there's no gaps, like it just looks great, it works great. This is how most figures should be done. Shoulder goes up to horizontal, all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, works well and looks great. There is a swivel where his glove is, and then the wrist is a swivel and a hinge. I think, yep, all the hands are horizontal swivel hinges. So no, like, vertical weapon holding, but that's okay. It's Captain America. The only weapon he would hold is maybe a gun or a hammer sometimes, but not usually. The abdomen joint is pretty stiff, and it doesn't get very far. He's not crunching too far forward or back, but it does go in all directions. So does pretty well. Looks like he's got this is probably for a stand, I would assume. So you can plug a stand into the back. Has a waist swivel. Hips, also a little bit loose. I don't know if I like that, but it's a ball, I think it's a ball joint. Oh, no, it's not. So, yeah. We'll have to see what we can do about that. I'm not sure what I can do. But anyway, gets a full split. Let's see the joint in there. Goes up. Does kick out just a little bit at the top, but full 90 degrees. We already looked at the knee bend. Looks really well, functional. That lower leg there is a little bit loose. It's not, yeah, a little waggly there until you get to the first thing. There is a boot swivel and ankle hinge and pivot for a rocker, so that rocker plus the boot swivel essentially gives you what a ball joint would. I would much rather have a hinge and rocker with a boot swivel than I would a ball joint at the ankle, unless it's essentially the same thing, but the swivel is down here. That's fine too, but I like that a lot more than I like an actual ball joint. There is a little bit of thigh swivel on that ball that's in there. I don't love that sound, but seems pretty solid otherwise. This leg won't really, oh yeah, well, never mind. It's it didn't really want to go straight. It's like it stops right there, and then you gotta kind of force it the rest of the way. Swapping hands, I've already tried once. This is right out of the box. I haven't put any heat on him yet, so all of these, all the joints are all working just fine right out of the box. Pulling the pins out is pretty simple. They're tight. There we go. All good. It looks like his shield is actually set up to use a gripping hand, so I will need the gripping hand on this side. Looks like. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of paint rub from somewhere. Not sure where that came off, but. So this actually might be better. If I kind of take the hand. So what I'm going to do to get the shield is put the hand in there first and then push that onto his hand. There you go. So that works really well. So here you have your kind of classic looking Captain America. Go on with the head swaps first. Okay, so the head popped off really well, really easily. That's nice. Neck, also pretty simple. That's good. Getting the new one on. There you go. You have original Captain America. Get the hand out of there. These make me a little nervous because these pieces they're a little bit flexible, but not very. Pretty solid. And I'll do the same for this shield. Put the hand in first. There you go. Your original Captain America. Let's get a unmasked. So I'm going to set this thing on there first. Or actually, I'll do this. Put this on there. There we go. So here's our unmasked Steve Rogers. Looking really good. So here's the nice thing about having this be a separate piece is you can spin it to be however you want if you're taking pictures. I want it to be upright. That's nice. Take a look at what he's got going on if we put on some of these accessories here. So this guy should just kind of pop on like this. Sits nicely on his back. It's kind of molded to fit the muscles on his back. That looks really good. And our belt. There's a more modern ultimate cap kind of look, which I really like. I like the blue. I even like the more kind of, you know, even with the brown gloves on, brown boots. I like that look a lot too. It's good either way. I like the red as well, but this will probably be how I have them displayed. Yeah, with a standard head on. I love the black on the cowl. Great looking Captain America. I'd love to compare it to my most recent Marvel Legends Captain America, but I don't know. I don't think I want to open him. Here's an older, this is kind of the top dog as far as Diamond Select Captain Americas go. Here he is with older Toy Biz Captain America. This is still probably my all-time favorite Captain America figure is this one here. This guy was my main display cap for a long time. Older Hasbro cap. I think he came in the 3-pack with Radioactive Man and Ms. Marvel. Here's your classic Captain America, the darker blue. And then your ultimate cap. And your MCU Captain America. MCU Steve Rogers Nomad. He's pretty tall, even for Diamond Select. He is 7.5 inches. So he's pretty big. So in the interest of investigation, I removed the leg to see kind of what I was looking at. So you can see this peg here goes down into the boot a little more than halfway. So if I wanted to Dremel out the inside of the boot, cut off the leg a little bit here, I wouldn't be able to go very far because the pin is about the same size as the lower leg under the boot top. So if I Dremeled down into that, this would get really weak and you could probably just tear it off because there's going to be a very thin amount of material there. So the only way to do that would be to cut the actual peg about halfway up, cut the leg here, grind down the leg another 1/8 of an inch up to make the peg longer, but at that point then it's just you're popping the leg on, and it would probably still be tight enough to hold, but you could still just pull the leg off. It's just not enough for me to want to experiment right now. Maybe if I get another one of these guys cheap, I can do that in a different video, but for now I'm just gonna leave them as is because I like the figure that much. I don't want to mess around and find out that I can't do it. So overall, a great looking figure. It sucks that the hip and the knee are loose. The knee's fine because it's ratcheted, so I can still get it into poses, but the hip being loose kind of sucks because I thought it was on a ball peg, but it's not. It's actually like ratcheted inside the crotch piece, which I wouldn't be able to fix without breaking it open, and I don't really want to do that. QC wise, unfortunately, it's not great, but as far as the paint goes and the look and feel of the figure, it's really great. I don't love the long legs, but if I hollowed out the top of the boot and cut the peg shorter, I could force it onto the leg further, but I'd essentially be losing my boot swivel, and I don't really want to do that either. It would still be able to swivel on there, but it would be like bending, just kind of forcing and bending the plastic. So just not a great situation for trying to do the legs. Really, the whole lower half of this figure is it's got a few problems, but overall I'm a Cap fan. It's a great Cap figure, great looking Cap figure. A couple of articulation QC issues, but overall definitely I think worth the price. Marvel Select gives a great product for the price as far as paint and sculpt goes. So I know this is a bit of an older release. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before, but I had it waiting around, so I thought I'd do a quick review of it. And I really wanted to do that leg mod to it, but if I do, he'll be kind of locked into a vanilla pose because his lower legs will lose a lot of their articulation, and I'm not really ready to do that just yet. So anyway, if you enjoyed this figure, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I can make these videos more enjoyable or informative in the future. And thanks again for watching Sarge's Custom Tutorials.